Hello everybody, it's Katie. Today I am pulling out my journal, and I don't know if you all remember a couple months ago I did a, there it is, I did a grid journal, and there's another one. And I just really enjoyed my time doing that, so I wanted to do that again here, but do it in a different kind of way. And in all honesty, I don't know that I loved the way I did this here. But I just wanted to give it a try. So check this out. So I just used a 2 by 2 inch square, which is a little bit smaller than the one that I did last time. And instead of leaving a little bit of space between each of the squares, I lined the square up next to the previous line so that there would be no space. And in my mind, I thought this would turn out a whole different way, but I'm not unhappy with how this turns out, but it just wasn't quite what I was thinking. So my idea here was, just like most grid journals, is to work within each grid one at a time, and then in the end you have this like mixture of different styles and different looks going on, but it somehow is cohesive because it's all the grids are together. So you'll see how I go about this. It's, as usual, very easy. I'm pulling out my little bag of scrap paper that I brought from home when we moved, and I'm just gonna start collaging that on. But before I do that, I like this little practice of just creating some movement and some lines on the base layer. This just helps me mentally get going and not feel quite as if I'm staring at a blank canvas and I don't know what to do. So I just start. Might not be the prettiest thing here, but I just get some marks down. And so I'm using some pencil, some paint markers. No rhyme or reason to this, just trying to get some marks on the paper. And I do want to apologize. There is so much construction going on here in Lisbon, and I have my bedroom door open, and they are working on something back there. So if you hear different machines or drills going on, that is what is happening. But I will try to edit those out as much as I can. All right, so here we go. So I'm just going to start collaging with this paper in each square separately. And I think the thing that I wasn't that I didn't necessarily love about this concept of it without leaving that space between the grids is that it all kind of looked like one big mush, and I don't know that I was expecting that. I thought each square would have been a little bit different, and of course if I do this again I might use some different colors and that kind of thing to create that effect. But you'll see I kind of work with what I end up with here, and I end up making some really great little individual cards from here. So hang with me. I'm going to play some music and let this video go for a little bit, and then I will meet you back here shortly. right, so you can see this is how it ended up, and it's not terrible. It's very fun, and I really like it, but it wasn't quite what I was looking for when I started this, and so I feel like I want to push it a little bit and try some different things. So what I've decided is that I'm going to cut out this page, which is a big step for me to cut out a page out of my journal, but I'm going to do it, and then I'm going to cut each of these squares down into individual little grids. And as with most artwork, at least how I create, you never quite know how it's going to end up at the end. So as much as this might feel wrong or weird or scary to be doing something different than I had planned, I'm just kind of going for it and having that mindset of like, it's just going to end up being what it is, and that's okay. And again, looking at it here, it looks kind of cool. I think there's definitely some potential here, and I would like to try this method again. But for right now, I'm just going to see what happens if I cut these down. So I don't have a ruler here. Actually, I probably do somewhere in my stuff when we moved, but I don't know where it is. So I'm just going to use this straight edge that I have, my X-Acto knife. And as I'm cutting these into strips, I'm thinking to myself, like, this would be a fabulous bookmark. So I certainly could just leave these as is in these strips and just make some fun little bookmarks. But again, sometimes it's about just kind of pushing and seeing what could come of something. And so I'm just gonna grab my scissors here now and just cut these little squares up. And of course I could have created just little individual squares one at a time the same way rather than making this big one and cutting it down. But I didn't know that going into this, that this is how it would end up. So just going with it. Try not to think too much. So of course I'm starting to see a lot of potential in these little cards, and one idea could be that I share some of these with my daughter, who often meets friends at parks and when we're out and about, and they get along really well, and sometimes we just want to easily like give them our number without it being too weird or pulling out our cell phones and that kind of thing. So this could be a fun option where, you know, if I run into a mom friend or she meets a new friend and we want to stay in touch, she could write, you know, my number on the back, or we could stamp it on or something. But that's just one idea. I also love the idea of leaving these around the city here in Lisbon and putting like little messages on the back. I think that would be really cool, but they're great. They're just these little cards full of collage, and there's so much potential to them. They also remind me of my artist trading cards that I made a while back, that you can totally make this into a little business card and distribute it to other artists. I'm going to take these one step further next, and I'm going to cut the corners so they're curved, and that'll just give them another kind of style. But look at how fun these are. All right, so here we go with the corner cutters. It just kind of rounds it off and makes it look maybe a little more fancy. I'm not sure. But anyways, I just love how these turned out, even though it's completely different than what I thought going into this project. I've created something different, and that's kind of the point, right? So I would love to know if that ever happens to you, and what has surprised you? What have you made in the past that you weren't expecting to have created? I would love to know. All right, cheers everyone. Thanks for hanging in with me on this video, and I will be back soon with some more.